first question. What's the difference between a madman and a devotee? The first question. Not much. And not much. Both are mad, but their madness has a totally different quality to it. Both are mad. The center of madness is different, but their madness. The madman is mad from the head. The devotee is mad from the heart. The center of madness is different. The madman is mad because of a failure. His logic failed. He could not go on with the head anymore any longer. There comes a point for the logical mind where breakdown is a must. Because logic goes on well up to a certain limit. Then suddenly it is no more real. Then it is no more true to reality. Life is illogical. It is wild. In life, contradictions are not contradictions, but complementaries. The life does not believe in the division of the either or. It believes in and both. The day becomes night. The night becomes day. They meet and merge. Boundaries are not clear. Everything is overlapping everything else. You are overlapping into your beloved. Your beloved is overlapping into you. Your child is still a part of you, and yet independent. Boundaries are blurred. Logic makes clear-cut boundaries. For clarity, it dissects life into duality. Clarity is achieved, but aliveness is lost. At the cost of aliveness, logic achieves clarity. So if you are a mediocre mind, you may never go mad. That means you are just lukewarm logical. And much illogical goes on existing in you side by side. But if you are really logical, then the ultimate result can be only madness. The more logical you are, the more you will be intolerant of any illogicalness. And life is illogical. You will become by and by intolerant of life itself. You will become more and more closed. You will deny life, you will not deny logic. Then, finally, you break down. This is the failure of logic. Almost all the great philosophers who are simply logical go mad. If they don't go, they are not great philosophers. Nietzsche went mad. Bertrand Russell never went mad. He is not such a great philosopher. He is in a way mediocre. He goes on living with his common sense. He is a commonsensical philosopher. He does not move to the very extreme. Nietzsche moved to the very extreme. Of course, then there is the abyss. Madness is the failure of the head. And in life, there are millions of situations. The head is irrelevant. I was reading an anecdote. A woman telephoned the builder of a new house to complain about the vibrations that shook the structure when a train passed by 3 streets away. Ridiculous. He told her, I will be along to check it. Just wait until a train comes along, said the woman, when the builder arrived for his inspection. Why? It merely takes me out of bed. Just lie down there, you will see. The builder had just stretched himself out on the bed when the woman's husband came home. What are you doing on my wife's bed? The husband demanded. The terrified builder shook like a leaf. Would you believe I'm waiting for a train, he said. There are 1,001 situations where life comes in its total illogicalness. Suddenly, your logical mind stops. It cannot function. If you watch life, you will find every day when you act illogically. If you insist too much on logic, then by and by you will get paralyzed. By and by you will be thrown away from life. By and by you will feel a certain deadness setting in. One day or other, this situation has to explode. The division of either or backs now. Division as such is false. Nothing is divided in life. Only in your head there is division. Only in your head there are clear-cut boundaries. Made a small clearing in a forest, clean, with a boundary wall, with a lawn, with few rose bushes, and everything perfectly in order. The forest is there waiting. If you don't care about your garden for few days, the forest will enter in. If you leave your garden untended, after a while, the garden will disappear. The forest will be there. Logic is man-made, like an English garden, not even like a Zen Japanese garden. Clean cut. Every day it is difficult. Mukta looks after my garden, sees my gardeners. She goes on cutting. I go on telling her, don't cut, let it be like a forest. But what she can do? She hides from me that she is cutting and planning and managing. Because she cannot allow the garden to become a forest.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I got a brand new Patriot comedy special, and it is live. I'll be addressing the most important social issues facing our country today. How organic is organic? Oh yeah, and this. It's going to be very.
It should be in boundaries. Logical mind is like a small man-made. Life is wild forest. Sooner or later you will come against life. And then your mind will bubble down, will fall flat. Stretch your mind to the very extreme of logic and you will go mad. It happened on an airport. Moscowitz met his business rival, Levinson, at the airport and asked him, with an elaborate pretense of casualness, and where do you happen to be going, Levinson? Levinson, just as casual, responded, Chicago. Aha, said Moskowitz, shaking his finger triumphantly. Now, in a flat-footed lie. You tell me Chicago? Because you want me to think you are going to St. Louis? But I talked to your partner only this morning, and I happen to know you are going to Chicago. You liar! The logical mind goes on giving spinning theories, its ideas, and tries reality should be accordingly. The reality should follow your idea. That's what a logical mind is. Is that the reality should be ideology, but it is not possible. You are trying the impossible. It is impossible. It cannot happen. Ideology has to follow reality. And when this situation comes where you have to follow reality, your whole structure of mind is staggers. Mind simply drops down. It proves to be a house of playing cards. A small wind of reality. The palace disappears. That is madness. What is the madness of a devotee? The center of the devotee's madness is his heart. The center of ordinary madness is the head. The ordinary madness happens by the failure of the head, and the devotee's madness happens by the success of his heart. When love succeeds, when logic fails, ordinary madness. When love succeeds, extraordinary madness, the madness of a devotee. Love is illogical. Love is irrational. Love is life. It comprehends all contradictions in it. Love is capable even to comprehend its own opposite, hate. Have you not observed it? You go on hating the same person you love. But love is bigger. It is so big that even hate can be allowed to have its play. In fact, if you really love, hate is not a distraction. On the contrary, it gives color, it spice. It makes the whole affair more colorful, like a rainbow. Even hate is not the opposite for a loving heart. He can hate and continue loving. Love is so great that even hate can be allowed to have its own say. Intimate enemies, they go on fighting. In fact, if you ask psychoanalysts, psychiatrists, psychologists, they will say a couple stops fighting. When a couple no more bothers even to fight, has become indifferent to each other, then love has stopped. If you are still fighting with your wife or your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend, that simply shows life is still running in it. A live wire is still hard. When love is no more there and everything is dead, there is no fight, of course. For what to fight? It is meaningless. One settles into a sort of coldness. One settles into a sort of indifference. Is like wild life. Hence, Jesus saying that God is love. What he means that if you love, you will know many things which are qualities of God. That he comprehends opposites. That even devil is allowed to have his say. That there is no problem with the opposite. That the enemy is also a friend and deep down related and connected. That death is not against life. That death is part of life. And life is part of death. The whole is bigger than all the opposites. And it is not just a total of the opposites, it is more than the total. This is the higher mathematics of the heart. Of course, a man of love will look mad. He will look mad to you because he functions from the head and he functions from the heart. The languages are totally different. For example, Jesus was crucified. Were waiting that he will curse them, and they were a little afraid. Waiting that now he will do some miracle, and all the enemies will fall dead. Almost a mad thing he did. He forgive these people because they don't know what they are doing. This is the madness of love. Unexpected. When you are being killed, that these people should be forgiven because they don't know what they are doing. They are completely unconscious, sleepwalkers. Whatsoever they are doing is not their responsibility. Because how can you throw responsibility on somebody who is asleep, unconscious? Forget them. This is the miracle that happened that day.
What an alley, Dad. I had to get a new car. And we used Calco, so it was so simple. We fill out paperwork. The next day it was done. We went and bought the car. That's how quick it was. The great thing about Calco is it's local. It's part of my community. It's our family.
We could see that miracle. It was sheer madness. Love's language is so foreign to the head. Hearts are the farthest poles of reality. There is no more distance between any other 2 points as there is between the head and the heart. Reason and love, logic and life. If a person is mad because of his love, his madness is not a disease. In fact, he is the only healthy person. He is the only whole person. He is the only holy person. Because through his heart, he has again become bridged with life. Now he is no more fighting. No more any conflict. He is surrendered. He is in a let go. He trusts life. He has faith. And he knows nothing wrong is going to happen. Even in death, he will go laughing and singing and ecstatic. Because even in death, God is waiting for him. Death also becomes the door. Of course, to the logical mind, this man looks mad. And he is mad in a sense. Because whatsoever he is doing is beyond the comprehension of reason. But to me, he is not mad. Ask Jesus and he is not mad. Ask Buddha and he is not mad. In fact, he is the only sane person. Because now he no more thinks but lives. Now he is no more divided but total. Now there is no duality in him. That is the meaning of the word yoga. That which unites. That is the meaning of the word religion also. That makes you one. That puts you again together. Relegate. You are no more split. Otherwise, ordinarily, you are not one person, you are many persons. You are a crowd. You don't know what is your left hand is doing and what is your right hand is planning to do. You don't know in the morning what is you are going to do in the evening. You say one thing. You wanted to say something else. And you will go something else instead. You are not a unity. A crowd. Many persons inside you revolving in a wheel. And each becomes, for a time being, the king. And in that moment, seeing things which he cannot fulfill. Because by the time the moment to fulfill them comes, he will no more be aching. You fall in love with a woman and you say, I will love you forever and forever. Wait, what are you saying? Now, at this moment, a certain part of your personality is on the throne. And that part says, I will love you forever and forever. And just after half an hour, you may repent. And just a few days after, you will completely forget what you had said. The woman is not going to forget. She will remember. She will remind you again and again what you have said. That you will love me forever and forever. What has happened to your love? And you will feel guilty. And you will feel impotent and helpless. Because you cannot do anything. Now you know. You should not have talked about the future. But at that moment, you could not resist yourself. At that moment, it looked as if forever and forever. In that moment, it was a truth. But the part of the mind that asserted it is no more the emperor. Now there are other minds. Another part is sitting on the throne and it loves another woman. Promise. You are not going to fulfill it. A man of understanding never promises. Because he knows his helplessness. He will say, I would like to love you forever and forever, but who knows? I may not be the same next day. He will feel humble. He will not feel confident. Only fools feel confident. They hesitate. Because they know there is a crowd inside them. They are not one. That's why it is said in all the old scriptures, if a good thought comes to you, do it immediately. Because next moment you may not like to do it at all. And if a bad thought comes to you, postpone it a little. If anything good arises in you, don't miss the moment. Do it. If you feel it is good, you can do it tomorrow again. But do it right now, don't postpone. But the ordinary mind goes on doing just the opposite. Whatsoever good arises in you, you postpone it for tomorrow. Then it never happens. And whatsoever bad arises in you, you do it immediately. If you are angry, you will be angry right now. You cannot postpone it. But if you are feeling compassion, you will say, what is the hurry? Tomorrow. That tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow is non-existence. Ordinarily, a man is a crowd. In fact, we should not use the word mind in singular. We should not say that you have a mind. That is wrong. Only rare persons have a mind. You have minds. You are polypsychic. With the heart, this is the beautiful thing. The heart is always one. It does not know the duality. It is not a crowd. It is a unity. The more closer you come to the heart, the one, the many disappear far away. The heart.
All three of the harmful foods I'm going to show you right now are labeled and marketed as health foods. You'll be shocked. I'm also going to reveal to you my #1 carb you should never eat, ever. This man makes
Needs no promise. Even without promising, it is going to fulfill. The mind goes on promising, but fulfills them. In fact, it promises just to create an illusion. Because the mind knows it is not going to fulfill it. So at least create an illusion by promising it. I will love you forever and ever. The heart will never say that, but it will do. And when you can do, what is the point of saying it? There is no need. The man of love is mad to the logical mind. but he is not ill. In the Western mad houses, there are many people who are not mad. Being in the Eastern countries, they may even would have been worshipped. In the West, this clarity does not exist yet, that a man can be mad head-oriented or heart-oriented. A heart-oriented madman is not a madman. He is a God's man. Or he is mad in such a different way that he needs to be worshipped, revered, respected. There is no need to treat him. There is no need to put him in a film. There is no need to give him shocks. But things go to the extreme always. In the East it has happened. Many mad people have been worshipped. Those who were mad from the head, they were simply crazy. But they were worshipped because we have worshipped the madman of the heart. And it's very difficult for the ordinary common masses to make the distinction. Right. Now in the West, the opposite is happening. People who could have been saints in the past, just think, if Jesus comes in America today, where he will be? Or Saint Francis of Assisi, where he will be? Jews treated very good. They killed Jesus in their house. That was more respectful. But now, in modern world, somewhere in the West, he will be in a mad house, lying down on some Freudian coach, electric shocks. Because psychoanalysts say that he was neurotic. His personality was neurotic. And of course, things that he says look mad. He says, I am the Son of God. Son of God? Megalomania. He is not in his senses what he is talking. He lives in a dream. Talks about the kingdom of God. All nonsense, fairy tales. Good for children's books, but immature. He had chosen a better time to come. Saint Francis of Assisi is certainly in a madhouse, talking to priests, saying to the almond sisters, how are you? If he was here, he would have been caught. What are you doing? Talking to the almond tree. Sisters, sing me of God, he says to the almond tree. And not only that, he hears the song that the sister almond tree sings. Gracie needs treatment. He talks to the river and to the fish. And not only, he claims respond to him. He talks to his stones and rocks. There is any need for any more proof that he is mad. He is mad. He would like to be mad like Saint Francis of Assisi. Just think the capacity to hear almond trees singing, and the heart that can feel brothers and sisters in peace. The heart that can talk to the rock. The heart that sees everywhere God all around, in every form, must be a heart of utmost love, utter love, reveals that mystery to you. But for the logical mind, of course, these things are nonsense. To me, or to anybody who has known how to look at life through the heart. These are the only meaningful things. Become mad if you can become from the heart. Now, the last thing about this question. If your head comes to a breakdown, don't be worried. Use that opportunity of destructured state. In that moment, don't be worried that you are going mad. In that moment, slip into the heart. Someday, in future, when psychology will really come of age, whenever somebody will go mad from the head, we will help him to move towards the heart because an opportunity opens in that moment. The breakdown can become a breakthrough. The old structure is gone. Now he is no more in the clutches of reason. He is free for a moment. The modern psychology tries to go on adjusting him back to the old structures. All modern efforts are adjustive. How to make him normal again? The real psychology will do something else. The real psychology will use this opportunity because the old mind has disappeared. There is a gap and lead him towards another mind, that is the heart. Lead him towards another center of his being. Drive a car, you change gears. Whenever you change the gear moves through the neutral. It has to move through the neutral gear. There is no gear. From one gear to another, a moment comes when there is no gear. When one mind has failed, you are in a neutral state. You are again as if you are born just now. Use this opportunity and leave the energy away from the old rotten structure which is falling. Move into the heart. Forget reason and let love be your center, your target. And each breakdown can become a breakthrough. And each possibility of the failure of the heart can become a success for the heart. The failure of the head can become a success for the heart.
Life is not about what happens to you. Life is all about how you choose to respond. You attract who you are. You see.
The second question. Once at Darshan, I heard you say of a visitor that he would be a good sannyasi. First, what is a sannyasi? Sannyasi is one who has come to understand the futility of so-called worldly life. A sannyasi is one who has understood one thing, that something needs to be done immediately about his own being. Drifting the old way, the whole opportunity of this life. A sannyasi is one who has become alert. He has lived wrong directions, has been too much concerned with things, with himself, has been too much concerned with worldly prestige and power, and has not been concerned about who he is. A sannyasi is one who is turning towards himself, paravrati. A sannyasi is a miracle, the energy moving back towards oneself. Ordinarily, the energy is moving away from you, towards things, targets in the world. The energy is moving away from you. The energy goes away, it never comes back. You go on throwing energy. By and by, you feel dissipated. Nothing comes back. By and by, you start feeling empty. Just the energy oozing out every day. And then comes death. Death is nothing but you are adjusted in spirit.
I am light, I am infinite, I am the channel, I am expanding.
Non-stop music, no ads. So your music won't skip a beat.
I am light, I am infinite, I am the channel, I am expanding, I am psychedelic, I am vibration, I am timeless, I am unity, I am activating, I am resonant, I am galactic, I am radiant, I am divine, I am electric, I am lunar, I am magnetic, I am planet. I am light, I am infinite, I am the channel, I am expanding, I am psychedelic, I am vibration, I am timeless, I am unity, I am activating, I am resonant. I am light, I am infinite, I am the channel, I am expanding, I am psychedelic, I am vibrating. I am timeless, I am unity, I am activating, I am resonant, I am galactic. I am light, I am infinite, I am the channel, I am expanding, psychedelic. I am vibration, I am timeless, I am unity, I am activating, I am resistant,
Fuck up.
I am galactic, I am radiant, I am divine.
Fucking annoying.
I am electric, I am light, I am
Fucking shit.
I am light, I am infinite, I am the channel, I am expanding, I am psychedelic, I am vibration, I am timeless, I am unity, I am activating, I am resonant, I am galactic, I am radiant, I am divine, I am electric, I am lunar, I am magnetic, I am planetary, I am balanced, I am organized, I am connected, I am inspired, I am in harmony, I am integrity, I am perfect, I am manifestation, I am dissolving, I am releasing, I am liberated, I am dedicated, I am universalized, I am divine, and transcending mantra, I am being, I am communicating, I am spirit, I am breathing, I am cosmic, I am essence, I am power, I am action, I am dreaming, I am abundance, I am passion, I am God, I am extreme, I am internal, I am external, I am flowering, I am clocking, I am aware, I am life force, I am surviving, I am DMT, I am spiraling, I am art, I am accomplishing, I am healing, I am chakras, I am coinciding, I am playing, I am magic, I am lucid, I am free will, I am wise, I am exploring, I am space and time, I am waking, I am dead, I am timeless, I am complete, infinite design, I am alien, I am human, I am receptive, I am vision, I am energy, I am mindful, I am questioning, I am answering, I am intelligent, I am fearless, vision, translating, I am synchronicity, I am reflecting, I am endlessness, I am order and chaos, I am the Tao, I am crystallized, I am subgeneration, I am affirming, I am enlightening, I am the tone, I am the color, I am electronic, I am lunar, solar opposite, polar, language, I am radio, I am particles of plasma, I am endurance, I am cosmic, I am releasing, I am liberating, I am liberating, I am the one because the one I am form, nothing, the infinite, nothing that becomes the everything, I am symbolic, I am relative, I am the divine spirit that harmonizes with the laws projected intentional control of experiencing the desire and finding ecstasy process. I am me. We are you. You.
I am light, I am infinite, I am magic, I am psychedelic, I am vibration, I am timeless, I am unity, I am activating, I am resonant, I am galactic, I am radiant, I am divine, I am electric, I am lunar, I am magnetic, I am planetary, I am balanced, I am organized, I am connected, I am inspired, I am in harmony, I am integrity, I am perfect, I am manifestation, I am dissolving, I am releasing, I am liberated, I am dedicated, I am universalized, I am transcending mantra, I am being, I am communicating, I am spirit, I am breathing, I am cosmic, I am essence, I am power, I am action, I am dreaming, I am abundance, I am intuition, I am God, I am extreme, I am internal, I am external, I am flowering, I am clocking, I am aware, I am life force, I am surviving, I am DMT, I am spiraling, I am I am accomplished. I am light, I am infinite, I am the channel, I am expanding, I am psychedelic, I am vibration, I am timeless, I am unity, I am activated, I am resonance, I am galactic, I am radiant, I am divine, I am electric, I am lunar, I am magnetic, I am planetary, I am balanced, I am organized, I am connected, I am inspired, I am in harmony, I am in activity, I am perfect, I am manifestation, I am dissolving, I am releasing, I am liberated, I am dedicated, I am universalizing, enduring, and transcending mantra. I am good, I am communicating, I am spirit, I am breathing, I am cosmic, I am essence, I am power, I am action, I am dreaming, I am abundance, I am intuition, I am God, I am extreme, I am internal, I am flowering, I am clocking, I am aware, I am life force, I am surviving, I am DMT, I am spiraling, I am art, I am accomplishing, I am healing, I am beauty, I am elegance, I am pure, I am flowing, I am love, I am chakras, I am coincide, I am playing, I am magic, I am elusive, I am free will, I am wise, I am exploring, I am space and time, I am waking life, I am vivid, I am enchanting, I am timelessness and complete infinite design, I am chameleon, I am human, I am receptive, I am vision, I am alien, I am questioning, I am answering, I am intelligent, I am fearless, I am evolving, I am opening my third eye to the unseen vision, I am translating synchronicity, I am reflecting, I am endlessness, I am order and chaos, I am Tao, I am crystallized, I am self-generation, I am affirming, I am enlightened, I am life, I am tone, I am color, I am electric, I am lunar, I am radiant, particles, plasma, I am endurance, I am cosmic, I am releasing, I am perfect, I am liberated, I am awesome, I am realizing, I am the one because the one are all form. I am nothing, nothing that becomes the everything. I am symbolic, I am relative, I am the divine spirit that harmonies with all projecting a digital loop to experiencing desire and finding entities process. I am me. We are you.
That's some good shit.
Our 18-year-old was in an accident. When I call USA, that's where I felt relief.
The experience was very focused on family. We're the Rivera family, and we're located in USA for life.
Attention all you rule breakers, you misfits and troublemakers, all you free spirits and pioneers, all you visionaries and nonconformists. Everything the establishment has told you is wrong with you is actually what's right with you. You see things others don't. You are hardwired to change the world. Unlike 9 out of 10 people, your mind is irrepressible, and this threatens authority. You were born to be a revolutionary. You can't stand rules it wants them eliminated. So your whole life you've been told your strengths or weaknesses. Now I'm telling you otherwise. Your impulsivity is a gift. Impulses are your key to the miraculous. Your distractibility is an artifact of your inspired creativity. Your mood swings reflect the natural pulse of life. They give you unstoppable energy when you're high, deep soulful insight when you're low. And diagnosed with a disorder, that society has laid its way to deny its own illness by pointing the finger at you. Your addictive personality is just a symptom of your vast, underused capacity for heroic creative expression and spiritual connection. Your utter lack of repression, your wide-eyed idealism, your unmitigated open mind. Didn't anyone ever tell you? These are the traits shared by the greatest pioneers and visionaries, innovators, revolutionaries, procrastinators, drama queens, activists on the social scene, space cadets, mavericks, philosophers, derelicts, business suits like fighter jets, football stars, sex addicts, celebrities, ADD, alcoholics, who seek knowledge, first responders, prophets and saints, mystics, and JJJs. We are all the same, you know, 'cause we're all affected by the way. We are all the same, you know, 'cause we're all attracted to the flame. You know in your heart there's a natural order, something more sovereign than any man-made rules or laws could ever express. This natural order is called the way. The way is the eternal substrate of the cosmos. It guides the very currents of time and space. The way is known by some as the will of God, divine providence, the Holy Spirit, the implicate order, the Tao, reverse entropy, life force. For now, we'll simply call it the way. The way is reflected in you as the source of your inspiration, the source of your passions, your wisdom, your enthusiasm, your intuition, your spiritual fire, love. The way takes the chaos out of the universe and breathes life into it, giving it divine order. The way, when expressed by the mind, is genius. When perceived through the eyes, is beauty. When felt through the senses, is grace. When allowed into the heart, is love. Most people cannot sense the way directly, but then there are the wayseers, the keepers of the flame. Wayseers have an unexplainable knack for just knowing the way. They sense it in their very being. They can't tell you why or how they arrived at the right answer. They just know it in their core. They can't show their work, so don't ask. Their minds simply resonate with the way. When the way is present, so are they. While others are blind to it, and society begs you to ignore it, the way stirs you inside. Neurological repression blocks most people's awareness of the way, censoring all thoughts and impulses from the unconscious is their prefrontal cortex, the Gestapo of the brain. Nothing which violates its socialized programming even gets through. But your mind is different. Your mind has been cracked wide open to the way by some miraculous genetic trait, some psychotropic chemical, or maybe even by the will of your own soul. Your brain's reward pathways have been hijacked. Dopamine employed to overthrow the fascist dictatorship of your prefrontal cortex. Now your brain is free of repression. Your mind free of censorship. Your awareness exposed to the turbulent seas of the unconscious. Through this open doorway, divine light shines into your consciousness, showing you the way. This is what makes you a savior. 90% of human civilization is populated with those whose brains are locked to the way. Their brains are hardwired to enforce the social programming indoctrinated since birth. Unlike you, they cannot break out of this programming because they have not yet experienced the necessary revolution of mind. These programmed people take social institutions and rules very seriously. Society is full of games programmed to keep people's minds occupied so they will not revolt. These games often cause sick fixations on peculiar protocols, power structures, taboos, and domination, all subtle forms of human bondage. This distinct form of madness is not only tolerated by the masses, but insisted upon. Programmed ones believe in rules so forcefully, they become willing to destroy anyone who violates them. Wayseers are the ones who call their bluff. Since Wayseer minds are free to reject social programming, Wayseers readily see these social institutions for what they are: imaginary games. Wayseers comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. Helping those who are lost in these games and refuse to help themselves is the calling of many Wayseers. Wayseers are the ones who keep contact with the original source of reality. They are able to disrupt societal conventions and even governments to realign humanity with the way. Wayseers are an ancient lineage, a kind of priesthood, carriers of the flame, ones in the know. There must always be Wayseers to reform the dizzying, psychotic, spinning wheels of society. Giant, mindless hamster wheels obscuring the pure blue sky, keeping humanity shackled in a darkened cage. So Wayseers are called to shed light on the madness of society, to continually resurrect the timeless, transcendent spirit of truth. Wayseers reveal this divine truth by devoting themselves to the birth of some creative or disruptive act, expressed through art, philosophy, innovations in shape of industry, revolutions for democracy, coups and total hypocrisy, movements of solidarity, changes that leave a legacy, rebellions against policy, spirit-infused technology, moments of clarity, things that challenge barbarity, watersheds of sincerity, momentous drives for charity. We are all the same, you know, 'cause we're all affected by the way. We are all the same, you know, 'cause we're all attracted to the flame. This is your calling, Wayseer. You found your tribe. Welcome home. You may not like how things are going. You may not agree with those who seem to have power over your happiness. There is a great secret of life. You have way more influence than you realize. Gandhi called this influence truth force, love force, soul force. It is the inherent power in you to conjure the truth and the very best in other people. It is the power in you to change people's hearts and minds by changing the way you see them, by changing the way you observe them. Nobel physicist Max Planck said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Scientists have discovered that when a teacher is merely told a student has a higher IQ, that student's IQ rises to meet the teacher's expectations. Expecting the best from people brings out the best in people. But the reverse is also true. Seeing the worst in people brings out the worst in people. Your consciousness has the power to conjure the very best or the worst in everyone you observe, even at a distance. our friends, our families, our children, our co-workers, our police, even our presidents. We have the power to change each and every one of their hearts and minds simply by changing our own hearts and minds about them. We all have darkness in us, but we also have the light. And in every moment we have another chance, another choice of whether darkness or the light is given reign over our consciousness. What you stand witness for in others is strengthened in them by the power of your observation. Forcing someone when you make them wrong in your mind, when you refuse to see the best in them, you are committing a spiritual assault of the worst kind. For you are testifying against their ability to choose the light, standing witness for the darkness in them, and strengthening its power over their heart and mind. If you ever faced a hostile crowd, a hostile cop, a hostile lover, you felt the destructive force of another's contempt for you, do not give in to this way of seeing. Stand witness for the light in others. The unassailable divine spark forever shines in the hearts of every man, woman, and child, just waiting to be called forward. When you call on the divine spark in someone, you lend it the strength to prevail in their consciousness. The power of your divine witnessing calls forth the truth in other people's minds. It calls forth the love in their hearts. It calls forth the grace and the beauty of their souls. Divine witnessing is the most powerful form of nonviolence because it heals the very source of violence. It turns your enemies into friends, even when you thought they were deplorable or wrong. In a place where you see no light, you make your own. You call upon the divine spark within you and invite it to reveal itself in those who oppose you. The divine spark in your heart ignites itself in others through the blazing light and love of your consciousness. Witness for that. Strengthen that. Insist upon that. The truth in me calls out to the truth in you. For it is only that I will stand witness to. It is only that I am determined to see. It is only that I will testify for. For to condemn you would be to condemn me, and we are the same. And so I insist on regarding you as true and good and wise and kind. And so it will be, because that is what we all want to see.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. I lived in even Russia or any totalitarian country. Maybe I could understand illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over that. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right. And so just as I say we aren't going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around, we aren't going to let any injunction turn us around. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over. And I've seen. I may not get there with it. But I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
What a fucking legend.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone, Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone. The good earth is rich. It can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful. But we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls. Filled with hate has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, and we have shut ourselves in. Abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much, even too little. More than machinery, more than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent. All will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for peace. Cries out for universal brotherhood and the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men, women, and children. Victims of a system that makes no torture. Imprison innocent people. Those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the gospel of peace. The bitterness of men fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass. Dictators die. The power they took from the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you and slave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men, with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. The 17 chapters of the book is written in the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you, the people, have the power. The power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. And in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give you the future and old age and security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. In the name of democracy, let us all unite!
Ah, Charlie Chaplin. A silent comedian known for his silence, speaks the most impressive speech in the history of mankind.
Cal, I watched the effect of my father's love and humor and how it altered me.
Anyone have any questions? Anyone have anything to say? Any questions at all?
I watched the effect of my father's love and humor and how it altered the world around me. And I thought, that's something to do. That's something worth my time. When I was about 28, after a decade as a professional comedian, I realized one night in LA, the purpose of my life had always been to free people from concern, just like my dad. I did something that made people present their best selves to me wherever I go. How will you serve the world? What do they need that your talent can provide? That's all you have to figure out. I can tell you from experience, the effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. Because ultimately, we're not the avatars we create. We're not the pictures on the film stock. We're the light that shines through. All else is just smoke and mirrors, distracting, but not truly compelling. That piece that we're after lies somewhere beyond personality, beyond the perception of others, beyond invention and disguise, even beyond effort itself. You can join the game, fight the wars, play with form all you want, but to find real peace, you have to let the armor go. Your need for acceptance can make you invisible in this world. Don't let anything stand in the way of the light that shines through this form. Risk being seen in all of your glory. I've often said that I wish people could realize all their dreams and wealth and fame, so that they could see that it's not where you're going to find your sense of completion. Like many of you, I was concerned about going out into the world and doing something bigger than myself, until someone smarter than myself made me realize that there is nothing bigger than myself. Our eyes are not viewers, they are also projectors that are running a second story over the picture that we see in front of us all the time. Fear is writing that script. The working title is, I'll never be enough. I'm just making a conscious choice to perceive challenges as something beneficial, so that I can deal with them in the most productive way. You'll come up with your own style. That's part of the fun. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. You'll only ever have two choices: love or fear. Choose love, and don't ever let fear turn you against your playful heart. All that will be left of you is what was in your heart. My soul is not contained within the limits of my body. My body is contained within the limitlessness of my soul. You can fail, and when you don't, so you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. Relax and dream up a good life. You can spend your whole life imagining ghosts, worrying about the pathway to the future, but all there will ever be is what's happening here. And the decisions we make in this moment, which are based in either love or fear. So many of us choose our path out of fear disguised as practicality.
What we really want seems impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never dare to ask the universe for it. I'm saying, I'm the proof that you can ask the universe.
Oh boy. Hey, thanks, Jovian.
And welcome. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. This statement is over 2,500 years old, and how true it is becomes clear once we realize that the false religion of scientism has indoctrinated humanity to believe into a purely materialistic, heliocentric worldview which denies the existence of a creator. In fact, they have gone so far as to make monkeys out of gods, so to speak, by planting in our minds the belief that we descended from apes instead of a divine creator. Some years ago, for example, after I had become aware that we don't live on a spinning ball, I mentioned this to my girlfriend, and she replied, "That can't be." "Why not?" I asked, and she answered, "It is true they teach them, but is what they teach true? Obviously not. Indoctrination at an early age is clearly evident if we look for it, and it is seemingly very profitable to keep the bulk of humanity in a state of a superimposed, artificially manufactured, limited awareness, the dreamlike condition. In this video clip here, we see children at a young age being indoctrinated into the globe belief. Incredibly, it is only 13 seconds long if you can buy it for $49. Who says globalism doesn't pay? The relentless conditioning that we have been exposed to and intentionally targeted with has resulted in the acceptance of a numb herd mentality, which led to the individual human going along with this artificially imposed state of the mindless masses without questioning as to why they are doing what they are doing. Humanity is at a point where conformity rules how and what we think. Now, you may ask, how far does this go?
To answer that question, we set up a hidden camera experiment to see if this woman would stand up at the sound of this tone, simply because everyone else is. You might be thinking you'd never go along with this. Or would you? After just 3 weeks, and without knowing why she's doing it, this woman is now conforming perfectly to the group. But what happens if we take the group away?
Elaine?
Okay, now she's alone. The crowd is gone, and nobody is watching her except our hidden cameras. What do you think she'll do? She's now conforming to the rules of the group without them even being there. Now, watch what happens when we introduce another outsider who doesn't know the rules.
Have a seat, and I'll be on just a couple minutes. Thanks so much.
Think she'll teach the new guy what to do? We kept the cameras rolling as more unsuspecting patients arrived. And slowly but surely, what began as a random rule for this woman has now become the social norm for everyone in this waiting room.
This sort of initialized form of her behavior is part of what we call social learning. Starting at a very early age when we see others perform a task, our brains literally reward us for following in their footsteps.
When I saw everybody stand up, I felt like I needed to join them. Otherwise, I'm like excluded. Once I decided to go with it, then I felt much more comfortable.
Conformity is how we become socialized, but it can also cause us to grow bad habits and repeat past wrongs.
And it's why even this rebel, who wasn't standing for any of this nonsense, eventually joined the ranks. And the only thing more shocking than seeing how easily conformity affects the way you act is that similar forces are subconsciously shaping the way you think right now.
Yes, and furthermore, as we just saw, this conformity can be initiated and directed with any image, word, or even just a sound. Take this poster, for example. It is a masterpiece of psychological warfare, a core trigger for conformity in the alien agenda. And this is just one item. Consider the barrage of globe images we are all subjected to on a daily basis from our youngest days on. Just try to go through one day and consciously register and make note of every globe image you see from morning till evening.
Oh, God.
You'll be surprised how many it is. You could
No, I
make a
won't.
game of it with your children, sort of like I Spy thing, and see how many globes each person can come up with. He who will see the most globes will lose the game, of course. All right, that's all I got for you.
No, they win. Whoever sees the most globes wins. Because that means that they can see the propaganda the best. What are you guys up to this morning? It's almost noon here, San Diego. I'm about to go outside in like a half hour, 15 minutes. And I'm gonna stretch, sunbathe, and read. Then I have to go to the store, buy some bread, I'm probably gonna buy a 12-pack. Oh, man. What are you guys doing this morning or afternoon, evening or night? What are you guys up to? There's not many of you out there, but there's enough to have a conversation.
The greatest miracle in life is to understand this and turn the energy towards home. This turning in Paravrati is sannyas. Now that you leave the world, you live in the world, there is no need to leave anything or go anywhere else. You live in the world but in a totally different way. Now you live in the world, but you remain centered in yourself. Your energy goes on returning to yourself. You are no more outgoing. You have become ingoing. Of course, you become a pool of energy that is alive. And energy is delight, sheer delight. Just the energy there, overflowing. And you are in delight. And share. And you can give in love. This is the difference. If you put your energy in greed, it never comes back. If you put your energy in love, it comes back thousandfold. If you put your energy in anger, it never comes back. It leaves you empty, exhausted, spent. If you use your energy in compassion, it comes back thousandfold. So now I will tell you what is a good sannyasi. A good sannyasi is one who has understood this fundamental law of life. That give in love and it comes thousandfold back. Give in anger and it is gone forever. Give in greed and it is gone forever. Share it. And it is never gone. On the contrary, you are enriched. When I say a good sannyasi, I don't mean a moral or immoral sannyasi. My word good has nothing to do with morality. It is something to do with what Buddha calls is the most sanatana. What Buddha calls the eternal law of life. A good man is an understanding man. A good man is alert, aware. That's all. Awareness is the only value for me. All else is meaningless. Awareness is the only value for me. So when I say a good sannyasi, I mean a sannyasi who is aware. Of course, when you are aware, you behave according to the law, the fundamental law. You go on destroying yourself. You go on being suicidal. If you behave according to the fundamental law, you will be enriched tremendously. Your life will become richer and richer every moment. You will become a king. You may remain a beggar in the outside world, but you will become a king, a pinnacle of inner riches. What Jesus calls the kingdom of God is within you. You will become a king of the kingdom that is within you. But more awareness is needed. So don't misunderstand me when I say a good sannyasi. I don't use the word in any moralistic sense. I use it in a more fundamental sense. Morality is just a byproduct of awareness. And immorality is a shadow of unawareness. I am not concerned with shadows and byproducts. I am concerned with the fundamentals, with the essential. Be aware and you will be good. Be unaware and you will be bad. I have heard a small anecdote. An old farmer was watching his young son, Luke, lighting the wick of the hurricane lamp prior to departing for the evening. What is the lantern for? He asked. Said his son casually, I am half courting debt. Don't worry, I will pay for the oil. Bring me, said the father. When I was a virgin, I never took me no lamp allowance. That figures came the reply. Look what you got. If you don't take the lamp of awareness with you, you are going to create a hell around you. Light your lamp. Wherever you go, courting, not courting, that is not the point. Wherever you go, whatsoever you do, always do it in the inner light with awareness. And don't be worried about moralities, concepts about what is good and what is bad. Good follows your inner light. Just like I said, of the inner light. That's what meditation is all about, to become more alert. Live the same life, just change your alertness, make it more intense. Eat the same food, walk the same path, live in the same house, be with the same woman and the children, but be totally different from your inside. Be alert. Walk the same path, but with awareness. If you become aware, suddenly the path is no more the same, because you are not the same. If you are aware, the same food is not the same, because you are not the same. The same woman is not the same, because you are not the same. Everything changes with your inner change. If somebody changes his within, the without changes totally. Definition of the world is that you must be living in deep inner darkness. Hence the world. If you light your inner lamp, suddenly the world disappears and there is only God. The world and the God are not two things, but two perceptions of the same energy. If you are unaware, the energy appears you to be as the world. If you are alert, the same energy appears as God. The whole thing depends on your inner awareness or unawareness. That is the only change, the only transformation, the only revolution that has to be done. The third question, I feel sick with cowardice.
Gotham's criminals have become salads and thugs in cheap suits. Everyone's very impressed with you. I'm not impressed. I told you.
A desire not to be a coward. That desire creates the problem. If you are a coward, you are a coward. Accept it. What can you do about it? And whatsoever you will do will create more problems, more complexities. And who is not a coward? When life is constantly in danger of death, how it is possible not to be a coward? It is impossible. When any moment you can die, and the life can be taken away from you, how it is possible in face of such danger to be brave? You can pretend. You can manage to show that you are brave. Deep down, you are going to remain a coward. It is natural. Just look at the tininess of human beings. So tiny, and the distance is so vast. We are not even like drops fighting against an ocean. How it is possible not to be a coward? Try to understand it. Accept it. It is natural. Don't create a goal against it. Because that goal is coming out of your cowardice. That goal is not going to help you. At the most, you can become very tense and pretend that you are not cowards. You can move to the opposite extreme just to prove to the world and to yourself that you are not cowards. That's what your generals and your great leaders are doing. Just trying to prove to the world that they are not cowards. And because of their efforts, the whole world has suffered tremendously. Please, don't try any foolish thing like that. Just accept it. It is. One has to accept it. Accept it and you will start understanding it. By and by, it disappears. Not that you become brave. Fine. So acceptance disappears. There is no fight. It disappears. You accept it and it disappears. Not that you become brave. You simply become more understanding. Braveness is not a goal. But you have been taught from your very childhood, be brave. So you go on trying to be brave, and that creates much anxiety and tension. And everywhere you are trembling inside, and on the outside, like a stone is divided. This has created much misery. The goals that have been taught to you from your childhood are foolish, are simply unbased in reality. It is as if you say to a small leaf of the tree that when a strong wind comes, don't shake, don't waver, don't tremble. This is cowardice. But what a small leaf can do, when the strong wind comes, it shakes, the whole tree shakes. So fools, they won't listen to it. They will go and bring their play. Have you watched two dogs fighting? They don't start fighting immediately. First, they move in a mock fight. Both start barking. That is just a game to gauge, to judge who is more strong. They are not going to fight immediately because that is stupid. That is done only by human beings. First, they will try to bark at each other, jump at each other, show their totality that I am this, and the other will show I am this. And then immediately they judge. The judgment needs nobody else to convince them. Immediately one feels I'm weaker. He puts his tail down and moves. He's finished. What is the point of fighting? Stronger. If stronger is going to win. The point is last. Not that he is a coward, simply wise. I don't call it cowardice. Things will stick. Even if you are feeling that you are weak, you feel you are weak, the more you will be afraid to leave. People will say you are a coward. And you will fight. And you will be beaten badly and unnecessarily hurt. There is no point. It is a simple calculation. And not that the stronger one goes and shows to other dogs that I have won. No, simply the thing is dropped. He also knows that he is stronger, so what is the point? Not that he goes on being advertising himself that I have won. No, that the fight is dropped. He forgets all about it. But in a human situation, the whole thing has taken a very wrong shape. Because you have been taught the wrong goals. Each child should be taught to be true to life. If there is fear, then be afraid. Why hide it? Why pretend that you are not afraid? If you want to cry, cry. Why be afraid of tears? But they have been taught. Small children, the mother will say, don't be a sissy. Don't start crying. This is only for girls. And the boy becomes harsh. And look, men cannot cry. They have missed one of the most beautiful things in life. Nature has not made any difference between man and woman. Man has as many tear glands as woman. It's proved there is no point of any difference. They are cleansing. But how to cry? What people will say, they will say, you will cry, your wife has died. And you will cry, be a man, be brave, face, cry.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I got a brand new HBO comedy special, and it is live. I'll be addressing the most important social issues facing our country today, like how organic is organic. Oh yeah, and this. It's going to be very satisfying.
But you understand? If you don't cry, by and by, your smile will be corrupted. Because everything is joined together. If you cannot cry, you cannot laugh. Allow your tears to flow naturally. You will not be able to allow your smiles also to flow naturally. Everything will become unnatural. Everything will become strange. Everything will become a forced thing. And you will move. Almost ease to way. You will never be at ease with yourself. That's what happens. And then you are miserable. Life consists in flowing. If you are a coward, be a coward. Be honestly a coward. And I tell you, there is nobody else who is not a coward. And it is good that people are not that way. Otherwise, even while they are so helpless, they feel so egoistic. Cowards, they will be almost dead souls. They will not be alive. Just egos frozen. Don't be bothered. Accept it. If it is there, it is there. A fact of life. Try to understand it. Don't listen to others. You are still being manipulated by others. I was reading one anecdote. Mistress Jones pursued her small husband at the zoo, brandishing her umbrella and emitting cries of menace. Jones, noticing the lock on the lion's cage had not quite caught, wrenched it off, flew into the cage, slammed the door shut again, pushed the astonished lion hard against the door, and peered over its soldiers. His frustrated wife took her umbrella at him and held it furiously. Come out of there, you coward! But each husband is a coward in the eyes of the wife. In others' eyes, you are a coward. Don't trust too much the opinion of others. Feel yourself a coward. Close your eyes, meditate on it. 99% is others' opinion. The wife brandishing her umbrella. Come out, you coward. 99% is others' opinion. Drop it. 1% is reality. Accept it. And don't create any antagonistic goal. Accept it. Cowardice is no more cowardice. Rejected, it becomes cowardice. The very word cowardice is a condemnation. Accepted, it becomes humbleness, helplessness. That's how it is. We have to be humble. We are not the whole. We are the parts of the tremendously vast whole. Very tiny parts, atomic parts. Small leaps on a big tree. It is good to tremble sometimes. Nothing wrong in it. It helps you to shake off the dust. You become again fresh. My whole point is accept life as it is and don't try anything else. Don't try to change your violence into non-violence. Don't try to change your cowardice into bravery. Don't try to change your sex into celibacy. Don't create the opposite. Try to understand the facts of violence. And by you will become non-violent. The fact of cowardice and cowardice will disappear. Understand the fact of sex, and you will find a new quality arising in it, which goes beyond it. But always move through the fact and never against it. The fourth question. My father is obsessed with genealogy. Is there anything to such pursuits? Must be. Otherwise, why your father should be obsessed? He may have taken a wrong route, but there must be something in it. Even when people go astray, they go for a certain reason. They may not be aware. For example, I go first. Young Willie, aged 8, came to his father one morning and said, Daddy, where did I come from? Willie's father felt a sinking sensation in his stomach, for he knew he was now up against it. He was a modern parent and realized that a question like that deserved a full and frank answer. He found a quiet spot, and for the next half hour, he carefully indoctrinated Willie into what are euphemistically called the facts of life, managing to be quite explicit. Willie listened with fascinated absorption, and when it was over, the father said, Well, Willie, does that answer your question? No, said Willie. It does not. Johnny Brown came from Cincinnati. Where did I come from? If your father is interested in genealogy, he has misunderstood his inquiry. This is the natural question everybody is being: from where you come? From where? From what source? Now, if you get into genealogy, you are not getting anywhere. The basic question is religious. It has nothing to do with genealogy. The basic question is, who is the ultimate father? Our ultimate mother. The basic question is, where is the beginning of ours? Now it is pointless. I have a father, and my father had a father, and of course, this goes on and on. And you can go on searching, and you can make a big tree of your family. But it is pointless, because the question remains the same. Who is the first? Searching into genealogy, you cannot come to the first. Always the question will remain, from whom? I can move to 100 generations back, or 1,000 generations back. But the question remains the same. It is not solved. From where? From where? What source life has arisen? Has misinterpreted a religious inquiry. He has been thinking that it is a question of genealogy. It is not. And this question has to be asked. That from where I come. Because unless I know that, it is impossible to know who I am. There are two ways to know it. Either you ask from where I come. That is the way of the Christian, the Mohammedan, and the Judaic religion. If you know from where you come, the ultimate source, that is what God is, then you will know who you are. The Indian religions have a different way of solving it, and better and more scientific. Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism. They say it is difficult to know from where you come. The more possibility is that you may be lost into thinking and philosophical doctrines. The better question is who I am. If you know this, you will know from where you come. So they say, forget all about God. They are not worried who created the world. They are worried who I am. And in a way, that is more scientific. Because if I can understand the quality of my being, give me the key to understand the whole, what it is. If I can understand myself, because the source must be existing in some way within me itself. Is thing in the seed. If you can understand the seed, you will be able to know the tree. In the fruit, the whole tree exists. If we can understand ourselves, then of course this is the closest approach possible. And closest to me than anything else. Just closing your eyes and you reach into yourself. The only problem is how to drop the thoughts. And suddenly you start thinking in your being. From there is the door to the source. When you go back home, tell your father that genealogy is not going to help. He must have some religious inquiry within him, which he has misunderstood. Once he is made aware of it, his inquiry will be on the right lines. It is happening in the West, because religion is no more an accepted inquiry, it is a rejected inquiry. So people go on seeking religious inquiries through various ways. Directly you cannot accept that you are seeking God, people will think you are mad. It is foolish. What you are talking about, you are not a contemporary then. God is dead. Have you not heard? What are you doing? But the desire arises to know the source. And you cannot accept it in religious ways, because religious ways are no more accepted by the modern mind. So you have to search it in a vicarious way. You start asking about genealogy. Religion is a valid inquiry. Whether a society accepts it or rejects it doesn't matter. Man is a religious animal and is going to remain that way. Religion is something natural. To ask from where I come is relevant. To ask who I am is going to remain relevant always. The modern mind has created a climate of atheism. You cannot ask such questions. If you ask, people laugh. If you talk about such things, people feel bored. If you start inquiring in these ways, people think that you are slipping out of your sanity. Religion is no more a welcome inquiry. Tell your father. Of course, genealogy will remain an obsession, because this is not the inquiry, right inquiry. Once his consciousness shifts to the religious dimension, she will be released from the obsession. And then something is possible. Something of tremendous import is possible. He wants to know who the real father is, who has fathered existence, or who is still mothering existence. The last question. Listen it very carefully, it is very important. Bhagwan, how do you manage it to have always the right anecdote at the right moment? Let me answer you by an anecdote. A king passing through a small town saw what he took to be indications of amazing marksmanship. On trees, barns, and fences, there were numbers of bullseyes, each with a bullet hole in the exact center. He could not believe his eyes. It was a superb marksmanship, almost a miracle of achievement. He himself was a good marksman, and he has known many great marksmen in his life, but never anything like this. He asked to meet the expert shot. It turned out to be a madman. This is sensational. How in the world do you do it? He asked the madman. I myself am a good shot, but nothing compared to your skill and art. Please tell me, easy as pie, said the madman, and laughed uproariously. I shoot first and draw the circles later. Dick, I choose anecdotes first and then draw the circles. I am just like that madman. There are other people who use anecdotes to illustrate some theoretical points. I do just the opposite. I use theoretical points to illustrate the anecdotes. Enough for today.
Oh, I love reading books. Reading books is such a good thing. Why do people stop reading books after high school? Is it because they think that only shitty books exist? Oh. Your ego loves misery. Your ego loves misery. Yeah. What subjects of books do you like? Well, it's really changing a lot. Now I get books about books, books suggesting other books. I like to buy occult books. I like old books. I like rare books. I like I used to be obsessed with fiction. I used to only read fiction books. Well, not only, but I used to just read like 30 fiction books in a row when I was a teenager. The main characters were elves. And now the main characters in my real life are elves. Elves are some of the most fascinating people there are. I really like collecting autobiographies. I like collecting books that people suggested to collect. So I have like Osho's suggested book list, Terence McKenna's suggested book list. Well, and then you gotta have to get all of Terence McKenna's books, all of Robert Anton Wilson's books, all of Alan Watts' books, all of Osho's books, but good luck with that. He's got like a fucking 1,000. UG Krishnamurti, JD Krishnamurti, UG Krishnamurti. Oh, there's so many. Autobiography of Brahmananda Yogananda, Rupert Sheldrake. There's so many books. Hunter S. Thompson, old, you know. That is. Yeah. So does anyone have any oh cool. I got his audiobook somewhere, Hunter S. Thompson. Is 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 he the one who voiced it? That'd be amazing if you had Hunter S. Thompson voiced audiobook. It would be fucking amazing. I gotta go to the store soon. Get some groceries. Get some coffee. Read. Get some sunshine. Figure out where the fuck I'm going next. Buy the ticket. Take the ride. Out of lemons. Making some lemonade. Estuvo. No. Let me tell you a story of old J.R. Bob Dobbs. You know what? That's what I fucking need. I need a solid injection of slack. I need a solid double injection of slack. And I have to read the Bob Rickagraphon. Bob Rickagraphon. Dan, have you ever been to England? But I plan on going there. I have my passport. So I definitely will be taking a trip to Europe. And I read the first Subgenius Bible, I think right after I became a flat earther. Because I was like a flat earther in 2014. Late 2014. I mean, mid to late 2014. But I started reading the book of the Subgenius, the Bible, like late 2014, around the same time. It's so funny. Brighton? I think you would like Brighton. Brighton sounds alright. That'd be kind of ironic if it was kind of like not sunny in Brighton. Yeah, I'm gonna be yawning all day unless I take a nap. Cause I got about 3 hours, about 3 hours of fucking sleep. I'm banned from Facebook for 3 days because I called a comedian a tranny. And he reported me, and now I'm banned for 3 days off Facebook. Boo hoo. It'll give me more time to fucking recalibrate my fucking self. Figure out where I'm going next. Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? Every man has his black star over his shoulder. And when a man he sees his black star, you know his time has come. Black star, don't shine on me, black star. Black star, keep behind me, black star. There's a lot of loving I have to do. Please give me time to make a few dreams come true. Black star. One fine day I'll see my black star. My black star over my shoulder. When I ride I feel that black star over my shoulder. So I ride in front of that black star, looking around, never looking around. Don't shine on me, black star. Black star, keep behind me, black star. There's a lot of living I gotta do. Time to make a few dreams come true. Black star. One fine day, that black star, shoulder. I see that old black star. I'll know my time. Time has come. Black star, turn to me, black star. Star, keep behind me, black star. There's a lot of living I gotta do. Give me time to make a few dreams come true. Black star. He never took the time to make the final. And second song, man. Nah, I didn't. What the second song, man? So through the fisheye lens, and eyes, I can barely define the moment of the shape and time. Far from flying high in clear blue skies, I'm spiraling down to the hole in the ground where I hide. Do you negotiate field in the drive? Dogs and cheat the cold electronic eyes. Make it past the shotgun in the hall. Dial the combination. Open the priest hole. And if I'll tell you what's behind the wall. There's a kid who had a big hallucination. Making love to girls in magazines. He wonders if you're sleeping with your newfound faith. Could anybody love him? Or is it just a crazy dream? And if I show you my dark side, would you still hold me tonight? And if I open my heart to you and show you my weak side, what would you do? Would you sell your story to Rolling Stone? Would you take the children away and leave me alone, and smile in resurgence as you whisper down the phone. Would you send me packing, or would you take me home? I thought I ought to bear my naked feelings. I thought I ought to tear the curtain down. I held the blade in trembling hands, prepared to make it, but then the phone rang. I never had the nerve to make the final cut. I never had the nerve to make the final cut. And if I show you my weak side, what would you do? And if I open my heart to you and show you my weak side, what would you do? Tear down the wall. Tear down the walls. What's that? What's that? I never had the nerve to make the final cut. Oh, I know. Saucer full of secrets. Ah. Oh my god, it's so incredible. La, ah, it's so fucking hard. I think Pink Floyd is just too loud. Like, what? You're fucking crazy. Oh, I fucking love that song. You can start crying to the fucking a man singing a long A. I'm just gonna cry to a man singing a long A. It's fucking incredible. Set the controls for the heart of the sun. Heart of the sun. Heart of the sun. Tremble at dawn. The wind whispers. No. Little by little, the night turns around. Counting the leaves which tremble at dawn. Just lean on each other and yearning. Under the eaves, the shallow is resting. No. No. Set the controls for the heart of the sun. Over the mountain, watching the watcher. Breaking the darkness, waking the grapevine. 1 inch of love is 1 inch of shadow. Love is the shadow that ripens the wine. No. Set the controls for the heart of the sun. The heart of the sun. The heart of the sun. Heart of the sun. The heart of the sun. Witness the man who raves at the wall, making the shape his questions to heaven. Whether the sun will fall in the evening, will he remember the lesson of giving? La, la. Set the controls for the heart of the sun. The heart of the sun. Heart of the sun. Oliver? Who's Oliver? Can you sing an a Oliver song? Oliver Hart? Yeah, I'll sing an Oliver Hart song. Oliver Hart. Jesus Christ. What? Let go of you? I mean, think about it. What have you done for you lately? I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble following your philosophy. You have to jump in. Jump in by those scopes. No, run in the water. No, in the water. Yes. Jump in the river. Jump in the river. Jump in the river. We're all born into this river without knowing how to swim, and eventually we learn how to keep the water under our chins. Sometimes this river is so cold to be in, freezing my soul, solidifying my skin. Regardless of how far I see, I never see my travels end. We're carried by the current, being driven by the wind. Past we'll never see again, so we store it up as memories and don't let go of them. We're all under a spell, thinking the river should go straight. We set goals and desires to control our own fate, but we experience as a result of our expectation, because it's the river's nature's twist to turn. That shit can burn, and I know it. I have the same conflict to sit and flow with this river's natural process. And sometimes when I watch myself float downstream, I see the beauty of it all, and it all feels like a dream. And at the same time, I appreciate the river's course. Some call it God, reality, momentum, force. I stare up at the naked moon, at me, outside false boundaries. And I'm all looking. Wow, dude! I stare up at the naked moon, and she stares down at me. Outside false boundaries. I look outside to see. The universe is not something separate from yourself. I know you feel alone, but that's why I'm here to help. I know you feel alone, but just look up at the stars, and everything out there is what you really are. We gotta learn to see the beauty in each moment of life. Everyone has different pasts, and we're all seeking the light. The world is divided between peasants and kings, but the truth is everyone is looking for the same thing. Now I want you to know the role you play is a part of the whole. Without it, you couldn't be. And I mean that with compassion. So if you need anything, I mean anything at all, I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask. And in the same way that you're here for me, and each person is an intricate piece of infinity, I feel that if you could see what I see, then we could, as humanity, be free. I'm here for you. Not for any self-centered reasons, but existence is interdependent, and that's all related. Connected in its different manifestations of one single mind. You ain't isolated from the world, even though it feels like that sometimes. I see the hurt when I look into your eyes. How could you struggle to hold it in and keep it bundled inside? It drives a dull blade deep in my heart. It makes me want to cry. So I offer you a hand to help you wash away the rainy skies. I'm running out of words, but I haven't made my message clear yet. So if none of this makes any sense, I just want you to know that I'm here as a musician and as a friend, as a teacher, as a student, to grow and realize that everything is in constant movement. Each problem that we face is just part of this whole movement. It seems helpless, but if we stick together, we'll get through and return to the essence from which we've been uprooted, and wake humanity from these illusions. The second you can look into the sky and see your own reflection, you know your head is in the right direction. The river riding always moves, but with it I live, and everything is perfect just the way it is. We gotta learn to see the beauty in each moment of life, and everyone has different paths, and we're seeking the light. The world is divided between peasants and kings, but the truth is everyone is looking for the same thing. Now I want you to know the role you play is part of the whole. Without you, it couldn't be, and I mean that with compassion. So if you need anything, I mean anything at all, I'm here for you. Do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. Oliver Twist? Who the fuck? Driving for 80 minutes. I'll sing Oliver the Musical. I don't know what Oliver the Musical is, but I'll check it out. Oliver the Musical. The musical. What's this? What is this? For what you are about to receive. I'm truly thankful. Amen. Please, sir, I want some more. Was that little Timmy? I'm looking at Oliver lyrics. I don't know what song you want me to sing. It's always good to sing when you are sober. It's always good to sing when you are sober. Oh, okay. Couldn't hit the moment. So let's see here. The lunatic is on the grass. The lunatic is on the grass. Remembering games and daisy chains and laughs. Got to keep the loonies on the path. The lunatic is in the hall. The lunatics are in my hall. The paper holds their folded faces to the floor. And every day the paper boy brings more. And if the dam breaks open many years, and if there is no room upon the hill, and if your head explodes with dark forebodings too, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. Oh, the lunatic is in my head. The lunatic is in my head. You raise the blade. You make the change. You rearrange me till I am sane. You lock the door and throw away the key. There's someone in my head, but it's not me. And if the cloudburst thunders in your ear, you shout and no one seems to hear. And if the band you're in starts playing different tunes, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. Oh, yeah, it goes crazy. That starts to go crazy. Ah, that opera singer lady. Ah, and all that you touch, and all that you see, and all that you taste, all you feel, and all that you love, and all that you hate, all you distrust, all you save, and all that you give, and all that you deal, and all that you buy, beg, borrow, steal, and all you create, and all you destroy, and all that you do, all you say, and all that you eat, and everyone you meet, oh, and all that you slight, and everyone you fight, and all that is now, and all that is gone, and all that's to come, and everything under the sun is in tune, but the sun is eclipsed by the moon. It's one of my most favorite songs of all time. Gary Bird. It sounds super familiar. THC, I'm glad you're laughing, bro. And now the eclipse. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that, man. Those are kind words. It's called The Crown. Gary Bird, GB experienced The Crown. I'll look it up just for you. And I have no idea how he sings it. I'll do my damnedest. Let's see here. No idea how. People of the world, wherever you be, come to Cosmic University, where life is the journey and love is the trip, and the study of them will make you hip. I'm the rap, and when I speak, I guarantee that my lines will not be weak. They say a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Here and on the case. Mine with a special degree in social psychology. BE. The Gary Bird experience is my course. You take my class, you will feel the force. 'Cause I know the roots that the rap is from. To you, I am not dumb. Hear my rap and begin to dance, and I promise you this, that you will advance. You may have seen the Raiders. I'm totally doing this wrong. You may have seen the Raiders of the Lost Ark, but you still have left the theater in the dark. So clap your hands to the beat as the wonder sound and the GEB shine on the crown. You wear the crown, I wear the crown, so proud to say that we all wear the crown, the crown. I said once.
is what it feels like. When you're
Once upon a time in Albuquerque, Alcaboo? I said once upon a time in Alcaboo lived the kings and queens who looked like you. It was a land of sun with a golden shine. A place that was once yours and mine, home of many great dynasties who created science and astronomy. Where the Romans came to study math and the Greeks found all about all about the path. In case you wonder what else they did, the Albuquerqueans created the pyramids, and before Napoleon could even blink, in Alcaboo there stood a giant sphinx. Some say that they came from outer space, but they are a part of the human race. And if you know the place where they can be found, you may be the one who can wear the crown. You wear the crown and I wear the crown. So proud to say that we all wear the crown. Get down, we wear the crown, we wear the crown. Not the greatest dancer with the baddest shoe, not the slickest rapper that you ever knew, have worn the crown. Though they wanted to. Oh my god, how long does this go? Christ. Seriously! How fucking long does this go? I'm not singing this whole fucking song. Jesus Christ. You fucking sing this whole song if I've never heard it before. I'm just making up how it rhymes. And it oh, it's fucking hilarious. I can't sing this whole fucking song. It's like 10 minutes long. It's not Star Wars, it's not Superman, it's not the story of the Ku Klux Klan. Like, holy shit. I hope you appreciated that. Dude. Listen to it. I'll fucking get a copyright strike, Madam Medusa. I'm gonna sing some Doors. Ah, it feels good to sing. Get some of this pent up. What are they doing in the Hyacinth house? What are they doing in the Hyacinth house to please the lion? This day, I need a brand new friend who doesn't bother me. I need a brand new friend who doesn't trouble me. I need someone who doesn't need me. I see the bathroom is clear. I think that somebody's near. I'm sure that someone is following me. Oh yeah. Wow. Why did you throw the Jack of Hearts away? Why did you throw the Jack of Hearts away? It was the only card in the deck that I had left to play. And I'll say it again. I need a brand new friend. And I'll say it again. I need a brand new friend. And I'll say it again. I need a brand new friend. The end. Not to mention Flat Earth in the lyrics. Okay, I'll check that shit out. Before you slip into consciousness, I'd like to have another kiss, another flashing chance at bliss, another kiss, another kiss. The days are bright and filled with pain. Enclose me in your gentle rain. The time you ran was too insane. We'll meet again. We'll meet again. Oh, tell me where your freedom lies. The streets are fields that never die. Deliver me from reasons why you'd rather cry. I'd rather fly. I'd rather fly. Dum 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 dum. The crystal ship is being filled. 1,000 girls, 1,000 thrills, 1,000,000 ways to spend your time. When we get back, I'll drop a line. Version running on 3 hours of sleep here. Singing randomly. Did not expect to be doing this, but it feels good. Your home is still here. Uncertain. Thank you, O Lord, for the white blind light. Jumped, humped, born to suffer. rest in the wilderness. All of us have found a safe niche where we can store up our riches, fellows, in the same premises of disaster. Thank you, O Lord, for the white blind light. Let me tell you about heartache and the loss of God, wandering in hopeless nights. Moonshine night, mountain village, insane in the wood and in the deep trees. And in the deep trees. And the deep trees. The deep trees. Your home is still here, violet, uncertain. Oh, I want you to be there. I want us to be there. Oh, I want to be there, beside the lake, beneath the moon, swollen, drinking its hot liquor. I want to be there. Thank you, O Lord, for the white blind light. A city rises from the sea. Let me tell you about heartache and the loss of God, wandering in hopeless nights. Let me show you the maiden. Let me show you the maiden with wrought iron soul. Out here in perimeter, there are no stars. Out here, we are stoned, immaculate. In the deep trees. This will be the last song here. This will be the last song here. Convince me to sing another, which I highly doubt will happen. Yo, what up, DVG? What up, bro? Love you, bro. This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end, my only friend. The end of our elaborate plans. The end of everything that stands. The end. No safety or surprise. The end. I'll never look into your eyes again. Can you picture what will be so limitless and free? Desperately in need of some stranger's hand in a desperate land, lost in a Roman wilderness of pain, and all the children are insane. All the children are insane, waiting for the summer rain. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. There's danger on the edge of town. Ride the King's Highway, baby. Weird scenes inside the gold mine. Ride the highway west, baby. Ride the snake. Ride the snake to the lake, the ancient lake. The snake is long, 7 miles. Ride the snake, he's old, and his skin is cold. The West is the best. The West is the best. Get here, and we'll do the rest. The blue bus is calling us. The blue bus is calling us. Driver, where are you taking us? The killer awoke before dawn. He put his boots on. He took a face from the ancient gallery and he walked on down the hall. He went into a room where his sister lived, and then he paid a visit to his brother, and then he walked down the hall, and then he came to a door, and he looked inside. Yes, son. I want to kill you. Mother? I want to... Fuck you! Fuck you! I gotta cover your ears, buddy. I'm singing too loud. Come on, baby, take a chance with us. Come on, baby, take a chance with us. Come on, baby, take a chance with us. And meet me at the back of the blue bus. Out your blue rock on a blue bus. Out the door, come on, yeah. I can't, my boy. Yeah. Fuck. Kill. This is the end. This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end, my only friend. The end. It hurts to set you free, but you'll never follow me. The end of laughter and soft lies. The ends of nights we tried to die. This is the end. Fuck me. I'm laughing my tits off in traffic, dude. Oh, man, I'm glad you're laughing, man. THC, you're one of my favorite people. Dead body on the streets and it's up to my ankle. Dead body on the streets and it's up to my knees. Dead body on the streets in the town of Chicago. Yo, what are you up to, DVG? Yo, when are we gonna do another fucking interview together, man? I know you're busy with your own work, bro. But I would love to have you on one of my. Actually, I'd love to have you on my fucking. Be you, man. Fuck them all. Yeah, dude. Yeah, DVG. Fucking. Hop on my next hangout, bro. Hangout 64. DVG. So I'm gonna get going away. So, yo, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I know I really wasn't talkative for the first 2 hours. Just waking up and doing a little meditation. And then I started singing. And I couldn't stop myself. So yeah, dude, I'll message you on Facebook because I'm live right now. I'm live on a Hangout 63 morning meditation, and yeah, it won't be going on much longer. Actually, I'm probably going to end it any second. So if anyone has anything left to say, please leave your comment. I'll read it off. Who cares, man? It's all about real people. Yeah, dude. It's tough. Facebook, BVG. Then we'll set that shit up. We'll figure out what topics of discussion we'll cover and talk about. And I'll make a nice seamless process transition like you did for me on yours. So it'll be badass. You can, tell me what you've been doing. Yeah, you can tell me what. Talk soon, man. Peace out, DVG. I love you, Felix. I love you, THC. You guys are good people. Well, apparently only THC and Felix want to say goodbye, so thank you for joining me this whole time, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Just sit listening to me mope around and stare at the camera and sing songs for the past hour. I didn't butcher the songs, but I certainly butchered a couple of them. But no, I know, freaking, I enjoy singing, and I know I'm a pretty decent singer. So I might as well sing and release some of my pent-up, suppressed emotions and get myself healthier live on camera. So, thanks for joining me, everyone. I'm going to get out of here and put some clothes on, get some coffee, and take Aldo for a walk, figure out what's going on with my life. All right, love you guys. Peace out, everyone. Good morning, good evening, and good night.